In a small village in the mountains lived a young man named Haru. He had talent, he had energy, he had dreams, but he also had a restless mind. He was easily distracted, lost hours in useless chatter, made 1,000 plans, and never completed a single one. One day, frustrated and overwhelmed by the feeling of getting nowhere in life, he went to visit an old Zen master, a man known throughout the region for his wisdom. "Master," Haru said, "I feel like the days are slipping through my fingers. I wake up, I do so many things, but by evening I feel empty. I think I'm wasting something, maybe my very life." The master looked at him for a long time. Then he stood up in silence and invited him to follow. They walked along a quiet path through the woods until they reached an old wooden hut. Inside, there was just a table, 2 cushions, and a bag full of golden coins. The master said, "Take this bag. Each morning, wake up at dawn, come to the river, and throw 1 coin into the water. Then go back, say nothing, explain nothing. Return to me after 30 days." Haru was confused. "That's it? No teaching? No meditation?" The master smiled. "Time will be your teacher." And so Haru began. The first day, he threw the coin with indifference. The second day, he watched the water swallow it, annoyed. The third day, he asked himself, "Why am I wasting this gold?" But he continued, day after day. By the end of the first week, he was waking up earlier, watching the sunrise, listening to the river. He began to think, "This coin is worth more than I thought. Each morning, I lose it forever." By the second week, he started organizing his days better. "If I'm going to lose a golden coin today, at least I'll make it count." So he helped an old man carry firewood. He wrote a letter he had postponed for years. He said things to his father that he never had the courage to say. By the third week, only a few coins were left, and Haru began to feel a strange nostalgia. Not for the gold, but for what the gesture was teaching him. On the 30th day, he woke before dawn. He looked at the empty bag and sat quietly by the river. When he returned to the master, Haru looked different. His face was calmer, his gaze deeper, his body grounded. The master looked at him and asked, "And?" Haru replied, "At first, I thought I was throwing away something precious, but now I understand. I do that every day with my time." Those coins were a symbol. Every day lived without awareness, without love, without intention, is like throwing away a golden coin. It never comes back. The master smiled. "Now you know what most people will never discover." Then he said, "People try to save money, but they don't pay attention to how they spend their hours. Money can return, time cannot. Time is the most precious thing we have. Yet, we often treat it as if it were unlimited. We scroll endlessly, worry about what others think, postpone what truly matters, telling ourselves, 'One day I will,' but one day doesn't exist. Only today does." Here are a few real-life examples to reflect on. When you say, "I don't have time," but spend 3 hours on social media, you're throwing a coin into the river. When you delay an "I love you" or a "thank you" until tomorrow, maybe tomorrow won't come. When you dream of a different life, but take no steps today to build it, time slips away. Every hour is a choice. Every minute can be a seed or a waste. As a Zen proverb says, time flies. You are the pilot. So today, right now, ask yourself, where am I investing today's golden coin?